Y'all, it looks like 50 Cent just destroyed whatever bit of integrity Meek Mill had left because he leaked a Freakoff video between Meek Mill Diddy and Diddy's son Christian comes. And it's every bit as crazy as you would imagine. It has been a hot minute since Meek Mill got exposed by Lil Rod in his lawsuit, where Rod basically exposed Meek for allegedly getting his freak on with Diddy. Now Meek has been fighting for his life and trying to dismiss these rumors. But 50 Cent just took it up a notch, claiming that he has video footage of Diddy's son, Christian Combs aka King Combs, allegedly taking Meek to Pound Town. Y'all, this story is a crazy plot twist, and you'll want to sit down for it, because 50 Cent is standing on big business, and he is determined to expose Meek Mill once and for all. Okay, so it looks like we finally know the real reason that Meek Mill has been super defensive of his relationship with Diddy. He has been going above and beyond to convince us that there's nothing there. Meek has been going off on anybody who dares to talk about the situation with Diddy. It's been 3 whole months since Lil Rod made the accusations in his lawsuit. But for some reason, Meek Mill is still super defensive. Well, it makes sense now, because according to 50 Cent, Meek Mill is trying to hide the real truth about how he was not only hooking up with Diddy, but also allegedly getting clapped by Diddy's son Christian. Y'all, what a hot mess. I mean, like I said, it has been getting kicked off since Lil Rod's lawsuit, blowing the lid off of some wild stuff involving Diddy, like stuff we'd never even imagined. One big bombshell was that the accusation of a fling between Diddy, and not just one but 2 of a couple heavy hitters in the industry, including Usha Baby and Meek Mill. Now in these legal papers, Lil Rod didn't outright DRO names, but he left some breadcrumbs that practically shouted out who he was talking about, like his allegations about Diddy getting cozy with the rapper from Flea, who used to be all tied up in with Nicki Minaj. When you do the math, Meek is the only one who fits that bill. Now Meek could have smoothed things over by just staying quiet. But no, he couldn't resist the opening up that mouth. He kept yapping about it, flapping them gums, and each tweet making things messier and digging in his hole even deeper, and nobody was buying anything he was trying to say. He went off fighting everybody on Twitter, saying stuff like, "I'm from Philly, I don't do no skinny or freaky molly, nobody won't even offer me that because I'm that heavy, no man or what would ever approach me about gay activity." And the whole place not get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming. He also said, "That's why I always come around all these industry niggas with my real friends. You'll never catch me around anybody from the industry alone. You can't even hold a convo without my dog stepping in the room. It's been that way," he continued. "When I got a girl around me, I'm effing on her twice a day. Like, ask some of y'all favorites. He don't control me, but it's like H1 love to the gay people. But that juicy P do it for me. I don't ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils. Yo, once he start talking about juicy P do it for me, I was out because that was a guilty conscience. And y'all know y'all side." And he was screaming guilty, a hit dog, going to holler. And this man was yapping all across the internet. He started talking about how people were hating on him, and how they were trying to pull him down and ruin another black man, and all that stuff now that might be happening other places. But this instance was not that Meek Mill. He just kept insisting he'd never been alone with Diddy. But then fans put on their FBI Captain Sabhole caps and dug up this video of him and Diddy chilling by the pool, and y'all, MC Mill was caught red-handed flapping them booty chicks in the water like he needed to cool it down cause it was too hot and needed to wash away his little sands.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
But if things weren't already insane, then comes this leaked video and audio from one of Diddy's bodyguards supposedly capturing Diddy and Meek going at it like there's no tomorrow. Now, I ain't going to drop the full audio because it's obviously just too much. But here's the scoop from the bodyguard and how he managed to record it all.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, "Yeah, Daddy." Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this shit because I was like,
y'all, this talk to situation was a total disaster, and Meek Mill was basically in survival mode with the internet roasting him left and right. You think the last thing he'd do is try to pick a fight with 50 Cent? I mean, most rappers know better than toast with 50 because he's the king of petty and he's got the money to back it up, and he won't hesitate to roast his rivals to oblivion. Well, Meek Mill had to learn the hard way when not only 50, but even Soulja Boy jumped in to clown him and exposed him, as did he side piece. It kicked off when Diddy's son Christian Comes or King Comes dropped a little track over the weekend called Pickade, where he threw shade at 50, saying, "I did one of you ninjas scream out no did he when all they had was 50 Cent. Who put that city on the map? Stop lying. Pop's been hated on by men, man and men, that's fine. They going to try to stop these M&Ms. And they going to die trying. No, most folks know not to poke the bear that is 50 Cent. But Christian might have been feeling a little too bold or had pressure from his pops to stick up for the family name. But as expected, 50 Cent didn't hold back, and he definitely went into petty mode and hit him back. He posted this weird picture of Diddy and Christian and said, "I feel so threatened by the things Christian is saying on this record. I'm afraid for my life. Please don't hurt me, guys. I never mentioned a postie anything about Puffy's kids because Keedy said he unalived Tupac." He also posted a snippet from Christian's song where he was asking someone to give him some mouth action, and he wrote, "Dan King Homs that what you told Grace O'Markai on that bow, give her that Puffy juice with that special sauce in it, boy oh boy, bad boy for life." Yo, I thought that line was a little bit weird too, telling everybody to suck his what at I want your daddy getting in trouble, never mind. But for those of you out the loop, Grace is the woman who filed a lawsuit against Christian a few weeks back. According to the reports, she accused Christian of drugging her and saying her on a boat while she was working on as a wardist. In the official document, Grace O'Markai said the charter was sold as a wholesome family excursion, but quickly turned into a hedonistic environment, resulting in her suffering emotional distress and physical bruises. As a part of her lawsuit, Grace accused at 54 of apparent failure to ensure there was a safe environment on the yacht, since he was the person responsible for the charter. In the filing, Grace said she was working as a steward on the boat when Christian allegedly came on board heavily intoxicated. Her suit claimed that he had started paying an appropriate amount of attention to her upon his arrival before allegedly pressuring her to drink alcohol that she suspects was laced with drugs. Having matching lawsuits with your daddy is definitely nasty work. But that's not all in the song. Christian also rapped about how the feds didn't raid the house next door, because that's the incriminating stuff. Was yo like, what is going on with these Napo babies? They just dumb because the feds still have their eyes on your father King Comes, and the investigation is nowhere even close to being over. So why on earth would Christian brag about something that they managed to get away with? Of course 50 slammed him for that and wrote, "Now, why would you say some is like this when you know the feds are investigating? Is you stupid or is you dumb?" 50 The also slammed Christian's matching lawsuit with his father and said, "I really don't understand why they want to drug women if she can't remember how good it was the next morning. How do you connect?" It was at this point that Meek Mill jumped in to defend Christian, and he dragged 50, or at least he thought he did, and definitely tried to. But of course 50 being 50 definitely ate him up. But Meek wrote, "I say what I want, because a work come behind me if that's the case. But y'all got that trap is too loose. Somebody going die. And y'all going to be calling Farrakhan or your federal friends just because y'all not hot. No more tearing y'all folks down. All y'all can do." He also replied to 50's post asking why Christian would snitch and row, because you're federal, the street 10 ERs and queens know that. Why you trying to pick on little boy, your own son? Hat your guts. I'm so grateful to be on an island with my son and his friends on his B-day. Don't follow these guys, their miserable lives be terrible. Well then 50 dragged Meek and slammed him. "I'm saying you sold 6,000 copies on your last project, so you should not be on vacation. You are still chasing the dream or embracing the nightmare, standing by your man.